after losing to the Bucks. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Here's Embiid. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Brown outside. Pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Embiid the screen. Brown jams it in.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Here he goes. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
3 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Walker a screen. Maxey deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
Maxey attacking.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Now the 76ers with it. They trail by 3. Outside, Walker. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Embiid. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Pass to Embiid. Kicks it out to Maxey. Off target from outside. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. They kick it out to Green. Back to Duren. For 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers trailed by 4. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Brown outside. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Out of bounds. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Brooklyn leading by 4. And here's Vassell from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside, Maxey. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Brown. Rebound by the 76ers.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Here's Maxey. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Maxey's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And in that pick-and-roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hands.
And stolen by Portis. Now, here's Maxey. Brown wide open. He fires. No good on the 3. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Brown.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the Nets making a change here. From outside the arc, sinks the 3-pointer. Brown's got 5 now.
That 3-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Puts one up from 19. Vassell, no good.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
That was worth the price of admission. Incredible, the lift off the floor, the creativity in the air. Highlight real effort there by Maxey.
And the 3 ball is good.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Pass to Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Wolf. And he jams it with authority.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. Left side, Maxey. The kick out to Simons. Pass to Bona. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Oh!
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Wolf, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, Maxey just goes for it. Plays with a lot of courage.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Powell outside. Here's Clowney. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Nets lead by 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside, Maxey. From deep three-point land. Offensive rebound.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. After this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you guys.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. The 76ers trail. Outside, Maxey. With the drive. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Brown outside. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Number 8, Igor Dennis.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Now, Vassell, 6 points for him. Plenty of space. That one goes in. And now a 3-point Nets lead. And so Brown will bring it up for the 76ers. And stolen by Vassell. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Brown outside. Another miss by Philadelphia. Nets leading by 5. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Embiid. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. For 3, Vassell. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. Over in the corner, Brown. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Brown jams it in.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Demon. Back to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Demon. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Brown. Now the 76ers on the break. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Brown outside. Sinks the triple. Brown's got his third basket of the night right there.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
And Walker throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Brown outside. It's stolen by Duren. Some solid defense from Brown. The 76ers trailed by 10. Pass to Bona. On the wing, Walker. Now, here's Maxey. Down low. Here's Bona. Duren pulls it in. It's Powell with the drive.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. And here's Brown outside. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn leading by 12. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And the 76ers with possession. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that'll be the third of the fourth straight at home. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And they've been just a little too casual with the basketball. It continues to haunt them.
And the Nets with possession here. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's Bona. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Driving in, and the wide open shot from Green. No good with the triple.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
Yep, that one goes in there. Simons has got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
puts up a deep three. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The 76ers trailed by 12. There's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball.
He was not about to be denied. Jaylen Brown just muscles that home.
Into the lane. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Here's Brown. He's got 9. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. There's the triple. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Pass to Bona. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Simons with the ball. Clock is at 3. Here's Mullins. Offline with his 3. Nets leading by 7. To end the cold streak. And the layup's good off the glass. 10 points for him.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Brown right side. Shots good by Mullins. Mullins got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
And so it's Brooklyn, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
From deep, Maxey. Rebound, Brooklyn. At one point, they led by 16. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there if you can pull it off, and he did. And slams dunk by Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
To the inside. Shots good by Duren. 10 points here for Jalen Duren.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And the foul on Jarris Walker. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Brown outside.
And it's not easy making a shot when you have Embiid in your face like that.
Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, guys. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason, I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Back over to you guys.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Brown. Oh!
Goodness.
Well, how about Jaylen Brown in transition, a phenomenal finisher in the open floor.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And it's Vassell in the corner. Pass to Demon. To the middle. Here's Connie. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jarris Walker. The Nets shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. Brown outside. The three. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep. Boy, you better make sure you're contesting that three ball. That's how good he is.
Demon, that's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Maxey. Walker a screen. Pass to Embiid. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Embiid's got 9.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Inside. Here's Wolf. Hands it from downtown. And the Nets lead by 11.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Well, we've all watched Maxey's game grow through the years, and he continues to improve.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Good on the second free throw. Nets leading by 11. Here's Demon. Drills it from outside. Demon's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Here's Maxey. Softly drops in the floater. Maxey's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Out to the right wing. The tray. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Going inside. It's tipped. Pass to Vassell. Off with the layup.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Nets leading by 12. To the paint. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn. To the middle. Here's Bona.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
Vassell outside. No good on the triple.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Demon. He's got 7. It's tipped. And Philadelphia with another turnover here.
You know, he should know better. A pass like that is going to wind up as a turnover more often than not.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Brooklyn leading by 8. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. 5 to shoot. And there's the foul. It'll go on Igor Demon.
No basket.
That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Igor Demon. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:36 left for the third. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To the inside.
Well, credit Mo Wagner for making that a tough shot at 7 feet. With that mobility, he should be able to guard.
Trying to get something going. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
Demon's got 8 here in the quarter.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
It doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Here's Maxey. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 11. Pass to Clowney. Here's Traore. He's covered by Maxey. Now Wagner. Lock at 6. Traore. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Demon. And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping.
Brooklyn, 78.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so Simons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 13-point game. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Speed kills, and Simons has plenty of it.
And here's Brown outside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here is Simons. Down low. Here's Embiid. Wolf grabs the miss. Brown wide open. He fires. Drops in the tray. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
He hits the second from the line.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Embiid. Will it go? And Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Powell outside. Brown deciding where to go with it. Second chance shot. Pass to Wolf. 6 to shoot. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. It's Brown on the wing. And here is Portis. Guarded by Powell. Portis can't get it to go. Nets leading by 18. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the wing right side. To the inside. Embiid inside. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Vassell wide open. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Nets lead by 21.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Got a piece of it. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Money from the wing. Vassell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And practice is paying off. Vassell has worked so hard to get his shooting dialed in.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. So it's Philadelphia now. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Now Duran. Great D that time from Portis.
Boy, the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Brown, good.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
Duran a screen. And then Brown with the dunk.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Brooklyn leading by 20. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
From deep, Maxey with the tip. It's stolen by Green. Inside. A nice shot by Brown.
The assist goes to
Brown's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Embiid. No good, and he's missed half of his 14 field goal attempts. Fires from deep. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced. And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
That one good for two.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Now, here's Maxey. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. Brown outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
first team foul.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Over to the wing. And here's Vassell from the arc. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Took him no time at all on that one. Brown's got 22.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's man. .135 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Traore. The jump hook. And it's Bona with the rebound. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
Clock at 2. Here's Wolf. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mullins. The putback. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Traore. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one to come into an opponent's building and
All right, brothers and sisters. Yeah, let's get on down to nitty-gritty like I said.